Okay, that right there is a sharpening stone. I'm trying to figure out the best camera angle to do this at for light purposes, so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I was talking to a guy about, I used to carry a pilot's survival knife, military style one, back many years, and they come with a small stone, small sharpening stone like that. I hope the glare isn't too bad on this, but anyway, and the guy was asking me, he says, you know, how did I sharpen my knife? And I says, well, a lot of times I would sharpen it by working it that way. And he says, what about your fingers? And I said, well, there's another way of doing it if you're out in the woods. He says, oh yeah, I suppose you could put some nails or something and hold it there. And I says, well, no, you don't have to do that. You can sharpen it just by notching out a limb, and you can sharpen your tool or whatever without having your fingers anywhere near there. If you try to sharpen, if it was just sitting there, it's going to slide around. So I'm going to just show a real quick way of doing that. And I got to hide my baton from Duke, otherwise he likes to steal it. So basically what you do is you mark an end, and then you come over to the other end and you mark the end, but at this end you make it at a slight angle. So instead of being squared up with the end, you're at a slight angle. I know you're not being able to see this, but you will in a little bit. Anyway, you mark that, and then you take this out. And, well, I'm just going to go ahead and mark. I can start cutting it out, but I'll probably be in the camera. Now I'm in the shadow, but I got to just be able to see what I'm doing here. But all you do is you start taking the wood out. And I'm going to turn the camera off while I do this, because there's no need for you to watch me do this. But I'll come back when I'm ready to show you the next step. But that way you can see what's going on. Alright, I've notched it out. I think I got enough notched out now to show you. But here's the stone right here. Here's the notch. And you set it in the notch, and the next thing you're going to do is you find yourself a stick. Taking a second here, find one. I just take a stick like that, and I'm going to carve it real quick. Carve it real quick into a wedge shape. So all I did was take that off, and then all you have to do is size it so that it fits into that slot. That one, I gotta give it a little bit more taper, a little bit flat on the back side, like a shim, like a door shim or a window shim. Alright, need a little bit more out of her. Oop, might have gone too far, might have to get me a different stick. Not a very good stick anyway, but you drive that in there like that. So let me get my baton here, and that locks it in to its spot, and then all you have to do is shave that top off, and then you can break it off. And what you did there was you locked it in to a spot, and then if you want to sharpen your knife, you can do the back and forth way, you can do the circular way, or you can do the pull, the whole angle, whichever way you want to do it. But you see, now it's locked into a spot. I'm not going to sharpen my knife because it's already sharp enough. But everything I got sharp. I don't really need to sharpen anything. Machete's even sharp. You can do the same thing with a machete. You can pull it, push it, circles, whatever you want to do. But basically, you can sharpen it, and it'll stay in its spot. It's not going to go anywhere. And then when you're done, and if you're worried about the wood, believe me, you just take the wood and just take it right off, and it'll come flush with the top. And that'll lock it in. If you need another one, just go get another stick. But that's how you can do that, and it's locked in. And when you're done, you just lift it up out of there, and you're done. So anyway, that's what I was trying to explain to that guy. Well, you don't need to carry any nails with you, and you don't have to worry about your fingers getting cut while you're trying to hold this thing and move the blade, or hold the blade still and move the stone. Of course, a guy could always, you know, lay his blade down and have it at an angle, but you're not going to be very accurate like that. I mean, you can do it that way, but this is just another way of doing it. So anyway, I thought I'd pass that on in case somebody's interested. You don't have to carry any nails with you, you just got a small stone. You can do with a big stone too if you want it, but anyway, this is just for a little stone. Anyway, that's it. See ya.